What's up, everybody? It's Keith Keys from Keith Keys Productions, and on today we are going to be looking at the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2 audio interface. Hey everybody, thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for watching another video. If you could, please hit the like button, subscribe to this video, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. And on today, we are going to be looking at the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2 audio interface, the third generation. Now, what you are currently hearing right now as we go through this video, you're actually hearing the audio from the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2. I have my warm audio WA-47 Junior plugged directly into the interface, so this is the audio you are hearing. And for this video, I will do no post editing, just a little bit of volume just to make sure you can hear. Alright, so let's get into this video. So the Focusrite Scarlet series of audio interfaces has been around for quite some time now. Focusrite has done a great job with the interfaces that they have created to be affordable, but then also kind of serve as the best bang for your buck in a lot of situations, especially dealing with people who have mobile setups or just a home studio setup. But I definitely wanted to do this review, and I definitely am excited about this review because I believe in this interface. So this is the third generation, this is the third version of the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2. I've had every generation up to this generation. The first generation I had was very good, and I had sold it to somebody. Then I had got the second generation, and I ended up selling that to somebody because they really wanted it. And then I ended up getting the third generation, and I used this interface to travel around with me everywhere I go. I always keep it in my book bag, so if I'm ever performing out and I need to hook my DAW up, or if I'm editing tracks on the fly or wherever I'm at, I always have the 2i2 with me. And then even in my home studio setup, I have the Scarlet 18i20, which is the really big brother of the Scarlet 2i2. I have that sitting in my rack. So needless to say, I believe in these interfaces, and I believe that they are of great value. So let's get into it. So like I said, the Scarlet 2i2 is a very popular interface. I think it's the most popular interface across artists, just for the bang for your buck and the type of quality that they actually give you. So Focusrite has been around for quite some time, and they have been a staple in the audio community. So you know the product that you get is going to be of great quality. They're definitely going to give you your money's worth, and they're going to be easy to use. So what you get with your Focusrite Scarlet 2i2 is you get the actual interface, nicely wrapped in plastic, and you also get a USB-A to USB-C cable to connect your audio interface to your laptop. For my device, I invested in a USB-C to a USB-C cable. Now, Focusrite provides you with the USB-C-A to USB-C cable, but if you're anything like me and you're using a modern, newer MacBook Pro or anything of that sort, then you will want to try to invest in a USB-C to a USB-C cable just for better connectivity. So if you look at your Scarlet 2i2, you'll notice that there's two channels on your Scarlet 2i2. Now, if you have the Scarlet Solo, it looks like there's two channels, but really it can only record one channel at a time. On the Scarlet 2i2, you have two independent channels where you can record two channels at the same time, and you do have the connectivity of a 1/4-inch TRS input in the middle, or you can use a XLR cable for like a microphone like I'm doing now. Also, for both channels, you have your volume and your gain control knob. So the air button on these two channels actually gives you a little high-end boost, and it gives you a little bit more crisper sound of any high-end. So if you have like a really muffled microphone or device that you just wanted to add a little bit of high-end, you can actually click the air button and it'll actually add a little bit of high-end to your signal that's going into your interface. And you also have the direct monitoring button on the front of the interface that will allow you to monitor the audio that's going going on the interface with zero latency. So if the button is clicked off, then it's actually not on. If you see the one circle selected, then that's mono. And if you see the two circles selected, that's stereo. You also have the 48 volts button for phantom power for condenser microphones or any device that actually needs to be powered up, like the microphone I'm currently using now, that you can activate that button and will power up that device so that you can use it and you actually have audio coming from your microphone. Next, you have the big knob in the front. That is your monitor control. That is where your volume comes from, and I really like what they have done with the third generation. The previous generations, they actually had like a little plastic, it didn't feel too good. The knob didn't feel too good, but this knob is like steel, it's metal, it feels good in your hand, you know what you're touching, the dial feels great, and it's just a great knob. And all the way to the right, you have your headphone input, where you can input your headphones to monitor what's actually going through your audio interface, and you have your headphone control knob up top for the volume. And on the back, you have the output for your cable for your USB-C to USB-A cable or your USB-C to USB-C cable. And you have your two outputs, your left and your right 1/4-inch jacks, so that you can actually plug up studio monitors or speakers to actually hear what's coming out of your audio interface. Feel of this interface is really good. If you were to put it in your hands, it feels great, feels sturdy. It does not feel cheap as a device. It's a metal casing on it now. It feels really, really good. You're not too worried about if you drop it or anything. It works perfectly fine, because believe me, I've dropped mine multiple times, and it's always in my book bag and everywhere I go. So it gets banged up a lot, but I have had no issues with the one that I've been using for years, even since generation 1 till now. Is really a great build quality, but the generation 3 ones are so much better. It's a little bit thinner. And also the casing just feels a lot better. Like I said, they upgraded the knobs on the generation 3, so they feel much better in your hand. It really does feel like a quality control. It really does feel like you're touching quality. Every single knob and every single button that you click, all the buttons have a nice satisfying click that you can actually hear. So it feels good even though it's digital. So it's a great product. Now, when you're using your Scarlet 2i2, on the front of it, whatever line that you have your signals plugged into, of course, if you have a condenser microphone or a microphone that needs phantom power, and after you click the 48 volts, then you'll start to see signal coming through, and then you'll see that in the green is the normal area where signal is picking up. So it's kind of the green, the safe zone. As you're moving to yellow or the orangish color, that's when you want to start thinking about, should you pull back and dial down the volume? And red obviously means that you're clipping, you're kind of above 0 dB, and you're going to get somewhat of a distorted sound. So it's nice that you actually see this on the front, so that you know as you're performing, as you're recording, you can see what level you're at, if you're in the green zone, if you're in the yellow-orange zone, or if you are indeed clipping. A lot of audio interfaces in the past, they kind of don't give you that indication. You would have to guess whether you plug it into your DAW and you can see it on the screen, or you would just find out after you recorded that most of the time that it was probably clipping. But so it's a really neat feature that you can tell why you are performing, if you are indeed getting a great signal or not getting a great signal. So there's nothing like getting to the point that where you're ready to edit the video and you realize that the audio at the end of the video dropped out. So the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2, you can pick one up now for about $169 online. It's definitely worth the money, and it's definitely the bang for your buck. So if you want to pick one up, you can definitely check the link in the description below. So if you would like a chance to win a Scarlet 2i2 interface, the link for the giveaway would be in the description below. Now, this giveaway is only for US residents, so sorry to all my international folks. And this giveaway is over on August 27th, 2021. So if you're watching this on August 28th, sorry, bro. Sorry. So if you are interested in joining the giveaway, there'll be a link for that in the description below. If you are interested in buying that interface, that link will be in the description below. If you are interested in getting a shirt or a hat, that link will be in the description below as well. And like I said, this is a really dope interface. It's definitely worth the money. So if you are looking for an interface where you can record multiple things at one time, that's small, that's compact, that's mobile, that you can take anywhere, that's sturdy, this is definitely the interface for you if you don't want to spend that much money. Focusrite did you right with this. So hopefully you were able to learn something about this Focusrite Scarlet 2i2 3rd generation audio interface. Like I said, if you want to enter the giveaway, link is in the description below. Until then, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm back on. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.